shouldn't have happened. But at the same time, frustrations have reached their peak tonight. Anywho, should be an interesting race. Wet, dry, just wet in general. Should be very interesting to see how everyone reacts. Are you live on YouTube? Is it better?
Yes, I am live and kicking.
I'm not live or kicking, but I'm still here for commentary tonight. And that is terrible. I'm gonna forget I ever said that.
Yeah, why did you say that?
I don't know. This new body is weird. So, leading us away on the chart is Hamilton in P1, ahead of Carlos in P2. Let's try and get everything set up first. Then there's Mark NUFC in third, and Nikos in P4. Vinbak in P5, and Mixilius Drama in P6. Feder Solheim in P7, ahead of John in P8. Hopefully his internet isn't an issue into turn 1, because that is always frustrating. P9 is Vanquish, ahead of Futo in P10. Then there's Self Warriors in his first event in P11, and Stam in P12. Balakos in P13, and the Gort in P14. Then it should be Senna and Chopper, but they're not there. And then it's Alexios, I'm just going to think we're Alexios because I haven't paid Assassin's Creed too much. In P17, Elazio in P17, and then Autotune in P18. And there is Sayuza in P19. And I wonder, right, if Sayuza was thinking, I am going to... What is that Red Bull doing out there? I wonder if he thought, okay, my wet setup is not quick enough to be anywhere in here. If I'm able to, everyone's getting it wrong. What? It's the formation lap, guys. Come on. Anyway, I wonder if Sayuza was thinking his wet setup is not quick enough to challenge any of these guys. And he doesn't want to be out of position. If he's last, he can possibly go gently, wait for every foliage to happen, and then he can just sail through. Potentially, what might happen?
Yeah, it's possible.
Definitely is. It's a wet, dry, wet race apparently.
Message into the PlayStation chat. I'd have to ask the same question.
Yep.
I think we need to keep an eye on the guy in P12.
Yep, he was causing a little bit of trouble last week in Montreal, but it seems that this is all happening.
So
hopefully we will all be well behaved into the race here. Paul, would you like to take us through lap 1, or would you rather I did it?
I'll let you take through lap 1.
Okie dokie. Ready to hear me fumble and bumble for every word possible, starting with the word bumble.
Let's hope there's no explicit language coming out of this race.
It happened at the end of the GP2 stream. So, here we go to 5 red lights. Here in France for the first time ever, the lights are out and the drivers are away in a minute, but Carlos has jumped the start, or is what happened here? It looks like Carlos has jumped the start. No, he's left the session. What has happened here? Lights up now. So it looks like drivers have just been deployed now, and of course India without a position. Lots of things happening now, and suddenly John is down there. A slow start, a very confusing start. John is still sat on the grid. So there is Feder Solheim into P3. And Hamilton is still defending, but Mark NUFC is trying to go out the inside. What is that Haas doing? Anyway, Mark NUFC comes into first place, and Hamilton spun him. Feder Solheim is trying to get through. Feder Solheim into the lead. Hamilton does a dive bomb, pushing Feder Solheim off the track, and quite vivacious driving from Hamilton himself tonight.
Hey.
Mark and UFC coming round the outside. Sorry, Paul, if you can cut me off, just say.
No, I'm just wondering what the Red Bull is doing for a start of Stam. Carlos has been disqualified for what reason I do not know.
He left the session. I think might have been a lag issue.
Right, I've just seen Mixlist just completely cut 3 corners again and gain quite a position advantage there.
Right. This is going down to a question of whether we should even be running Premier tonight if the drivers are going to behave like this. Mark NUFC pulls down the inside. John has rejoined the session after lagging out, and I think if we make it a lap 5 and we're still not classified, we will cancel Premier Division tonight, and I will be very upset if we have to do this. Anywho, still on to tap 2. Here's Futo in the Red Bull trying to close up to Seyuza. Seyuza already up 12 positions into P7 after starting right at the back after quite an odd race. What was that?
He got a great start.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Here's Stam Optic on the Renault of the Gort, trying to go down the inside. The Gort's hassling him, and he's hassled him. He's trying to go down the inside, and he's done it. Stam moving past in the Red Bull, able to just out-drag the Renault just enough.
That'd be the first clean move that he's made on the 2 laps so far. Carlos has rejoined, but he's too late.
But he's been disqualified. So, and what if it's the same issue Lee had in GP2? Seems though that Vanquish has gone for a spin. Let's have a look at him. No, it's not. Yellow flags everywhere and lots of questionable things. There's a Sauber. Ali in the Sauber. I'm going to stick with Ali. I think that's a cool name. Ali in the Sauber with a damaged front wing, pulled down the inside, and Vanquish is just struggling in these conditions. Clearly.
Lascos is red crossing constantly. Yellow in sector 2 and 3. Who's that?
Unsure what that is. Sector 3. It's Mixilius. No, it's not. So I'm going to change to tyres, though we all know what tyres they're on right now. Sector 3, still yellow flags. Who is that?
It could be John rejoining.
That's a fair shout.
He's going to be a very angry Carlos when he rejoins and can't get back into his car, that's for sure.
Heather Solheim is gone! Oh, lag. Right. Lots of lag tonight in the lobby. Not sure what is happening with the connection of these drivers.
We had lag last week at Canada, didn't we? Now I know the connection's good. So I'm wondering if it's people in the lobby that are causing the problem.
This is frustrating. And lots of yellow flags everywhere. The yellow flags are just, that's John lagging out once more. I think I think
it might be him that's causing a lot of issues here. Because Peda does not. Peda never lags.
No, he doesn't. On board with Stam once more, trying to make a move on Nikos. What is happening with yellow flags in sector 3, but Stam getting a 3-second time penalty, and once again going white on the corner. He's got a lot more speed now than the Haas, trying to go down the inside, not managing it as of yet.
Peda's left the session as well now.
Yeah, that's just. Do we call for a full restart? Because there seems to be a botched start.
I mean, we can.
Do we have the time though tonight?
It's the time and whether people actually want
to. Well, we're going to continue on with this lobby for as long as we can, and I think it seems that we need to just drop a message over to John saying, okay mate, you've lagged out 3 or 4 times now mate, it's time to go. Which is unfortunate. We never want to ask a driver to leave due to internet, but I think we're going to have to at this point, which is, it sucks.
It's going to be a case
this is the point we need a button to say Mika Häkkinen's god damn it, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm really not sure what to do. But obviously Peda's still out and he's not.
He's not coming back. It looks like Solheim is not coming back with this.
So use it up to 5th now.
We're going to continue on with this lobby for as long as we feel is necessary. Mark NUSC is the fastest man on track though, and I'm just hoping that the drivers all agree with our decision of carrying on. It seems that the lag has seemed to have sorted itself out enough. John is continuing on, but it looks like he's not lagging too much. Orchard David though.
John has left the session
okay,
again.
There we go. Orchard David making a move on Chopper for P11 now, and Chopper just holding on to the move brilliantly. Does the Englishman, but the Irishman tries to get a better run on him.
There's a message in the admin chat. I know we shouldn't be looking, but it is regarding this race.
Yeah, I've just seen that. That's why I'm considering. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am just going to sort this out now. Do excuse me for a moment, Paul.
Yep, no problem. I'm going to go on board with the Gort. Closing on Stam. Stam moved more than once there. That's just not on. No.
Right, I've called for a full race restart, and drivers will hopefully be leaving the session now. This is unfortunate what has just happened, but we are going to call for a full race restart, and this is going to get frustrating. If the drivers choose to continue on, I will stay in here just long enough to see if anybody actually listens.
If we do actually do a restart, I think we should pick who actually does join. Some of the driving is disgusting. I'm sorry, but it is.
It is right now.
The guy in P9 moved about 3 times down the straight to defend the guy in P10. It's just not right.
Right, Paul, if you could leave the session for me, mate. We are going to actually cut this stream, and we're going to sort this out. We will restart a stream if we continue to race. If not, I will address this in a video coming up on the channel. Do excuse us for 5 minutes.